Wow, very cool.
Yeah, he's a legit.
Yeah, legit. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad we made it.
I know, I'm so happy you guys are here. It's awesome.
Honestly, I think from our house to here is a construction zone. Like we hit like every construction. Like it was amazing.
How long did it take?
We stayed at Johnson City last night, so that was breaking up. So it's like 5 hours yesterday, and then we got out and we've been on the road since 5. Yeah, but it made it easier.
Yeah, for sure. And you got 2 more kids. You got to take a lot of breaks.
What's next?
You love sex.
I know, right?
Right?
You know what's next? This is Emma.
I am like,
And this is Tyson.
Yeah. Okay. All right. My thing for now, my biggest thing is organizing the fighters. Once they're ready, we're going to get started soon. So, red team that way, blue team this way. You guys are welcome to get situated. We're ready to start. Some fighters are moving kind of late, and it works because the eliminators are here.
All places I was like, oh, right.
Alright, fighters, so we're live and we're going to go ahead and start. Alright, so we'll start with Ramsey, so you're going to do intros, and again, fighters will be called. So red team fighters are going to come in this way, that way,
Ladies and gentlemen, the time is here. It is the United Adaptive Boxing Council's Showcase 3 final press conference. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, doors will be opening at 7:30 at the Burke Firehouse and fights start at 8. Now, with that being said, I need you all to prepare yourself to hear some brief words from the man of the hour, the coach. That is the reason why many of us are here. The head coach of the Definitive Progressive Ignited Boxing Club, Coach Devon Palermo.
All right, thank you, Ramses. Welcome, everybody. I have a little speech prepared. I thought that this was a really important occasion since this is such a big event to go ahead and have it written down. So I'm going to be reading from it. But ladies and gentlemen, esteemed members of the adaptive boxing community and our extraordinary adaptive boxers, tonight we stand on the precipice of a historic moment that will forever shape the landscape of adaptive sports. Tomorrow, September 12th, our brave athletes will step into the ring or roll into the ring and compete for championship titles, making history as the first adaptive boxers to do so in the United States. This groundbreaking event symbolizes a new era of inclusivity, skill, and dedication in the world of boxing. Our journey has been marked by collaboration and unity. We are honored to be joining forces with boxing gyms such as the Thump Yard in Brentwood, Maryland, Strike Boxing Utah, Fighters Nashville, Z's Boxing Gym, as well as we're proud to be working with esteemed coaches like those from our own DPI Adaptive Boxing Club, Coach Alec, Coach Ryan, Coach Joanna. Also, Coach Mindy and Steve from Fighters Nashville, who've traveled from Tennessee to guide 2 of our own stables, adaptive boxers, and of course, Coach Eric, Gracie, and Marco from Z's Boxing. Together we stand as a testament to the power of inclusion and the ability of boxing to bring people together. To our remarkable athletes, your tireless efforts and unwavering commitment to your training have prepared you well for the challenges that lie ahead. The bonds you have forged with your fellow boxers through countless hours of practice, sacrifice, and mutual support are unbreakable. In the face of doubt and negativity from some that watch our work, remember this: our mission is to make boxing accessible to all abilities, and that remains unwavering. Our adaptive approach prioritizes safety and showcases the full range of skill and technique that you all have honed over time. We will continue to refine our classifications and our rules to ensure a safe and fair experience for all boxers, future and present, and will continue to build our network of great coaches, boxing gyms, and adaptive athletes. As we look forward to tomorrow's matches, I'm very eager to witness the strength and determination of each boxer who rolls into the ring. I'm honored to work the corners for King Kong and the Real Deal, and I have no doubt that their stablemates and opponents, Lethal and Freight Train, will be bringing their very best to this competition. Little Tyson and the Truth, I'm excited to be able to cheer you both on and expect nothing short of your renowned dedication and grit. Suevecito and Wheel Deal, I anticipate an awe-inspiring display of skill and determination in your main event rematch. Regardless of the outcomes, tomorrow's event is a celebration of the indomitable spirit and resilience of our adaptive boxers. As competitors face off, they will form a profound connection that really only those who have shared the ring can truly understand. My respect and admiration for each and every one of you, it's unmeasurable. As you prepare for your matches, take a moment to reflect on your journey and the milestones that you have achieved. Allow the energy and excitement of the crowd to fuel your passion, and remember that you have the unwavering support of an entire community that's here to witness you. Win, lose, or draw, you have already achieved greatness by rolling into the ring and representing the very best of adaptive boxing. To my own dedicated stable, it's a privilege and honor to be your coach. To all fighters on this historic card, you have earned my utmost respect and admiration. Good luck to all the competitors. May you be free from injury and showcase the incredible skill and determination that have brought you this far. Embrace your moment in the spotlight, as it is a testament to your commitment, dedication, and perseverance. Until tomorrow night, when we forge a new chapter in adaptive sports history together.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, once again, doors open at 7:30, fight starts at 8. Now, with that being said, I need you guys to prepare yourselves to hear what these fighters have to say. I feel a little bit of a rumble. Can't exactly tell what it is. I think that's King Kong about to make his way over here. Now, this historic bout is really something. Please be prepared for what you are about to deal with and what you're about to see. These athletes have been preparing tirelessly. Their preparation is nothing short of astonishing. This preparation is something that we have never seen. We will be crowning the first ever adaptive champions in America. Now, with that being said, that means you will be present for history. Now, are you prepared to see athletes that are ready to make history?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Now, we'll be interviewing the first fight, which is Elijah King Kong Wiggins against Abe Freight Train. This is something that is a bout that is pretty near and dear to me, seeing that I saw Abe step into the ring, and he was prepared. I saw King Kong step. I've seen King Kong prepare tirelessly. So this right here is about to be a blockbuster. Now, with that being said, let's welcome the fighters. King Kong. Ladies and gentlemen, King Kong. Elijah King Kong Wiggins, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're all prepared for a few words from the challenger.
How's everybody today? Everybody feeling pumped? So I like to hear. I'm feeling pretty pumped as well, and I'm also very prepared, and I hope you all are prepared to see the power and the skill that is going to be in this fight, and I'm overall just ready to crush my opponent.
You'll be stepping into the ring with someone that has a couple years on you. Now, do you think age is going to come into your benefit, or do you think it may work against you? Because both of us know Father Time is undefeated.
Absolutely, I do think that my age is going to work in my favor, but at the same time, I do no one understand that my opponent has a few years of experience on me, but I don't think that would affect me at all either. I just know that I've been training enough and mentally preparing myself for this fight enough so that I'll be able to enter that ring with confidence and with the mentality that I'm going to win.
Nice. So are you saying you think it's going to be a landslide?
Absolutely.
All right. So you saying 3 rounds to none is how you see it.
I just see it being a 1-round thing. I'm just going to have it over in the first round. And the first round.
Going for knockouts. All right. Okay. Well, as you've heard, ladies and gentlemen, King Kong is very determined and very under the impression that this fight will be short-lived. Now, with that being said, can we hear some words from Freight Train? Yeah. Let's hope they can be cordial. Let's just hope. Freight Train, anywhere?
It's just one of those days when you don't want to wake up. Everything is fun, everybody sucks. You don't really know why, but you want to justify ripping someone's head off. No human contact, and if you interact, your life is on contract. The best bet is to stay away, motherfucker. It's just one of those days.
Ladies and gentlemen, Abe Freight Train, the man of the hour that is stepping back in the ring, planning to school the young blood.
Yes, sir.
Do you feel this is going to be a landslide?
In my favor, yeah.
So, I see both of you are under the impression that this is going to be short-lived. Is somebody thinking that they will get a knockout?
I think my opponent in his youthfulness is a little, I don't know, overconfident.
So basically you're saying your opponent's at Disneyland and we're looking at all the candy carts and he wants all the candy, but he can't have all the candy. Is that where we're at?
Sounds about right.
How do you feel? How do you feel when you hear that apparently you're just going to be schooled like a child at daycare or SAC, as some call
I'm honestly a firm believer in action. I don't really think that any freight train's words mean anything right now. I want to just wait and see what I can see in the ring, and that'll speak for itself.
it? Okay, so with you saying that your preparation is just going to speak for itself, are you saying that you feel you've been preparing harder than Freight Train?
Honestly, well, I don't think that I've been preparing more than him. I know that we've had the same amount of preparation throughout our time before the fight, but I do, as I said, believe in action and not a lot in words. So anything that me or him say right now isn't gonna mean anything. I just want to see all of that action in the ring.
Freight Train, you're hearing what your opponent is having to say, feeling that he's just heard a whole lot of talk. Now, when it comes down to it, the lights, the bell, are you going to be prepared to unleash the wrath as you know to be Freight Train?
Oh, he's gonna feel like he's been run over.
Well, how does it make you feel to know that your opponent feels that you're going to be schooled in a sense that many get scared to watch the news for?
I honestly just feel like within those few words that he said, I feel like I got him mentally. I feel like he's getting angry. So if he's angry that way in the ring, I got him. He's gonna get beat.
You heard it, ladies and gentlemen. King Kong feels that he is in Freight Train's head, and Freight Train just feels this is going to be a schooling effort, a tutoring session, as many of us could call it. I appreciate that, gentlemen. September 12th. September 12th. Doors open at 7:30. 8 o'clock. You will witness history. Will it be genuine anger or will it be two friends stepping in the ring, ready to just seal the deal? Just wait and see.
Hey, yo, check this out. Big Cat rocking with Lil Jon, Eastside Boys. China White, Short Dog.
Ladies and gentlemen, two historians, King Kong, Freight Train, be here to witness history in the making. History will be made. Doors open at 7:30. Fight starts at 8. Be there. Thank you. Now I will welcome our next fighters. It's the real deal, and it's lethal. Two ring names that are more than deserving of a glorious bout. Now, with that being said, allow me to welcome Real Deal to the table.
So I heard you're back in town. That haven't changed a bit, man. You get off talking down to the little man. Time you get what you deserve. Wow. Been a while since my head was this polluted. Lucky I know
Now, she will be having an opponent by the name of Lethal. Is Lethal anywhere in the building? Or sounds like she is.
Buddy, you're a boy, make a big noise, playing in the street. Kicking your can all over the place, singing, we will rock.
Fighters. Now, you guys are about to embark on something that nobody ever really thought was very possible for this sport. Now, with that being said, will you, Real Deal, be able to step into the ring and still look at your opponent as a friendly associate?
No, not tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going against her. Tomorrow, I'm going to prove everything that I've been fighting for, that I've been training for. So tomorrow, she is lethal. She's not Shelby to me tomorrow. She's lethal. So, yeah.
Well, Lethal, from what I hear from Real Deal, it sounds like mommy just left daddy at the dinner table. Now, how does that make you feel to hear that, yeah, the friendship goes out the window?
I think I agree. Afterwards, we're going to be teammates again, but we can't go into it with that mindset. We're opponents. We are putting on a boxing match with an opponent. We're competitors, and we need to be in that right mindset. She's not a friend tomorrow. She's my opponent.
Real Deal, are you nervous for this upcoming fight at all?
No, why should I be? If you give me a good reason to be nervous, then I'll think about it.
Lethal, is any part of you feeling like your opponent is a little too sure of herself in any way?
Definitely. She'll find out tomorrow.
Now, your opponent feels that you're all talk. So, are you just going to sit there being a thumb warrior, as many say? Or are you ready to get in the ring and make those hands talk?
I always make my hands talk. She sees me in here training. I see her watching me. Keep watching. Watch all you want. Go home, review the videos, have fun. Try to think you've got an action plan of what you're going to do when you get in the ring. You have no clue what's coming for you tomorrow night.
Okay, well, ma'am, your opponent feels that you've got something ahead of you that you're not prepared for. How does that make you feel?
It feels like she's trying to get in my head, and it's not going to work because I am prepared. I know what I need to do to win, and we're going to see it tomorrow.
Trying to get into your head. Now, okay, you acknowledge that you feel she's trying to get into your head. Now, is she there? Is the question.
No. I'm focused on myself, what I need to do, everything I've learned, everything I've practiced these last few weeks and months, and I'm not worried about what she's going to do. I'm worried about myself and my performance.
Real deal. You have an opponent that is unbothered by your ability once you step into the ring. What does that make you feel like?
The same like I did when I rolled in. It doesn't bother me, whatever she thinks. Tyson said it, people like to talk until they get hit in the face, right? The first punch she feels is it's going to be just the first punch. It's going to come for 3 rounds. I'm going to come for her. So she can talk whatever she wants. I've been in there before. I know what to expect. I've been training extremely hard for this. So I'm ready. That's fine. Whatever she wants to say, whatever she wants to think. It looks like we're both ready for it. So we're going to put on a good fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is not just a sibling rivalry. This is going to be an all-out battle. I hope you guys are prepared because these two fighters are. Now, I hope you guys are prepared to see this history in the making because I know I am. Now, as you see, real deal, lethal. Be here because it's going to be a blockbuster. Doors open at 12 o'clock. Doors open at 7:30. Fight starts at 8 o'clock. Be ready. 7:30 open, 8 o'clock fight start. Let's get it.
Hey, yo, check this out. Big Cat rocking with Lil Jon, Eastside Boys. China White, Short Dog.
Ladies and gentlemen, these two warriors that I'm about to introduce, I don't think I need to inform you of how pivotal we are continuing to go. We've got a rematch on our hands. The Truth, Little Tyson. Now, just imagine that. The Truth and Little Tyson. The fighters that you've seen, are you prepared to see those two go at it again? Because I know they're ready to go at it again. Talking about they've got some issues that they're ready to hash out. Now, The Truth, Kelly Semino, anywhere?
Personally, I think I should have called that song Little Pigeon, took a big dump on his head and flew to Rocky Top. What do you think? Well, I wish that I was on old Rocky Top down in the Tennessee Hill. 'Cause there ain't
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready. We're ready for Little Tyson. Where are you?
ATL jiggle, ATL jiggle.
woke up in that morning again. Please don't call my phone again. Logging calls and having that is a habit. Bad, tragic. You watch me on the stage, you watch me going crazy. I'm about to make them pick the pieces up. They lock them in the cages. A lot can happen in a couple minutes. Lots of reasons, some action. Lots of people watching things around. Watch them moving, watch me going, locked and loaded. Say some shit that'll make them think it. Thought provoking.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think I need to tell anybody how serious this is. Now, I'm looking at two warriors that are about to fight for a belt. Now, what exactly do either of you feel you have left to prove in this rematch?
feeling ready. I'm feeling ready. Last year the ultimate decision of the judges was not the decision that I wanted. And so I have a lot inside of me and a lot outwardly that I'm ready to show to reclaim what I think I should have had last year. I've trained hard. I'm mentally focused in, and I know who I'm up against.
I'm definitely ready. I was hungry last year, and I'm still hungry for more.
Do you guys feel there's actually a reason to have a rematch?
From what I know, sound like she didn't like the results, so we're just gonna have to prove it again.
And from my perspective, I'm going to keep getting into the ring with people who are willing to fight me until someone else outside of my stable is willing to. So this year is the rematch because this is what's going to have to happen until other people are willing and brave enough to get in the ring. And I'll be ready for them too.
Now, seeing that you're fighting with your sibling, okay? This is somebody that you have a relationship with. Are you going to be able to separate the two once you step into the ring?
Oh yeah, definitely. Once we get in the ring, that's my opponent, and then once the fight's over, the stablement's all over again. Respect, but in the ring, she's my opponent.
True. Same question.
I think the thing I've been so uniquely trained to do is get in my own head to prepare myself. Who's in front of me to some extent matters, but it's really what I'm prepared to do, how I approach whoever that might be that's in front of me. And so in that moment, it doesn't matter what relationship I may have behind that person. I'm there to execute the skill of adaptive boxing.
So you're saying when they get in the ring with you, you become the can man. Anybody can get it. Is that what I'm hearing? It sounds like your opponent's saying that you can get it and you're going to get it. How does that make you feel when you think about that?
I mean, if she wants to put more fire in it, that's fine. She's going to just have to see what's going to happen.
Now, it sounds like your opponent kind of just feels like she's going to be disciplining you in that ring for most of the fight. I mean, 3 rounds of apparent discipline sounds kind of crazy. But what do you think when you hear about her being so confident in her abilities? Do you feel you're going to show the judges and the crowd what you feel should have been the decision?
Well, firstly, I don't hear what she didn't say. So that's not what I just heard. But I think that she's rightly attuned to the fact she better be very disciplined because I work a very mental game. In my day-to-day life, like I roll into the ring, but before that, I'm playing a mental game of chess as a lawyer, running a law firm, running cases around the country. I am well prepared in my mind to translate that into what I can do and the discipline I can have in the ring.
Are you going to be able to have a firm stance of discipline that will be able to overtower your opponents? Because she is speaking that she is coming from a highly disciplinary focus, as we could say.
I'm well disciplined. What I do everyday life. I mean, she can do her lawyer stuff, but I'm counting numbers every day. So numbers is all I see every day. So here in the ring and outside the ring, I'm dealing with numbers. So that's all I see is numbers. So I practice my 1 through 6.
Seeing that you said numbers is what you do, how will the numbers look for the ring ratings? Are you going to be 10-10-10? Or are you going to be a 10-9-10, 8-8-8, 9-9-9? How are we acting out there? How do you foresee yourself performing?
It's gonna be on my favorite all the way.
Well, so your opponent is not nervous in any way, shape, or form. You guys are stepping into a different level of historic belts, because now you're fighting for a belt. And now the winner to this fight will be the first ever adaptive boxing champion off of a rematch. It will be the first. Now, are you guys comfortable being the first to do what you do?
I'll say a couple things. That's no different than many aspects of my life, so I'm very comfortable in that space. But what I'm also very comfortable with is I wear the bling very easily. I like the drip. I like the flashiness. And I really like these belts, so I'm going after it.
How does that make you feel, what your opponent just said?
She can look at it all she wants. She can look at it on me.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, this is not going to be just a patty cake bout. There are going to be some hands moving and some furniture moving. Be prepared. Ladies and gentlemen, doors open at 7:30. Fight starts at 8. Little Tyson, the truth, the rematch.
Hey, yo, check this out. Big Cat rocking with Little John, Eastside Boys. Trying to wipe Short Dog.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to open up the floor for some questions to the fighters. Anybody feel free. I'll call on hands. Any questions that you have, feel free to ask.
I'll start and I'll direct it to everyone on the dais there. You guys how does it feel to be part of something that's historic in that there has not ever been an adaptive boxing champion, that you guys are laying the groundwork? How does that feel for each of you?
How do you want to start?
Might not.
It's exciting to be the first one ever. This is making history, not just for us, and also make this sport to grow as one. The more eyes we have, the more awareness, so it can grow within, not just here, but throughout the country and around the world.
I think you couldn't have picked a better group to set the platform for adaptive boxing. You have different diagnoses across the screen right now. You have different lifestyles, families, not families. So I think you couldn't have picked a better group to make history tomorrow, starting at 7:30. These people right here, my stablemates, are true athletes. They're dedicated to the sport, and it looks like they are willing to do absolutely anything to bring adaptive boxing not only to the United States, but also internationally.
Honestly, I feel amazing to be part of this historic sport and to be part of just all of these people and this whole community. And when I first started, I was pretty nervous and shy all the time, quiet. But once I saw that there was all of these welcoming people and different things that I could learn and that they taught me, I felt that I fitted right in. And I just wanted to thank my coach and my captain and everybody here. And as well as if anybody is interested in coming to join us and join me in boxing, I encourage it. I encourage you to come learn boxing and come to learn discipline, learn all of the things that are in sport. And I also encourage you to come to not only that, but to make friends or to talk to people, just to kind of socialize. And also, there's a lot of different things that you can do in sport. Obviously, there's the fitness aspect, but then also the social aspect, and that's pretty much it. But I encourage it, and I thank you for having me here today.
I think it's a privilege to be part of something that is groundbreaking, an emerging sport, and couldn't be happier to be a part of it.
I think privilege is a good term to use. I would also say I'm proud to be part of the first group doing it. I mean, wherever this goes, if it becomes an Olympic sport, whether we're in it or watching it, we can say, like, we started it. No one else can say that. So I'm proud of us for trying something new and putting this together and giving, people with different diagnoses a chance to get to learn boxing, really.
It's almost overwhelming to be in a room with the movers and shakers of adaptive boxing. You have the people who created and established the UABC, who through that commitment and establishment are allowing these belts to sit on this table today. You have coaches that have been there from the very first day, growing the sport day by day, and you have coaches that have come all the way from Tennessee because they see the vision and they support it. And I believe that with all the commitment from so many wonderful people who have selflessly given themselves and their times and their resources and their efforts, that it makes for a very proud moment. And I'm happy to say that as a person who boxes with the DPI Adaptive Boxing Club, and as a person who admitted how much I like bling, we'll be having 3 sets of bling in our gym come tomorrow, and that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you all to understand just a little tidbit. Many people don't know this. Boxing was the 4th implemented Olympic sport. Now, understand the amount of time that means has been invested into this sport. And these warriors alongside me are the first ones to ever do this in the adaptive aspect in America. Now, if that doesn't shake, rattle your cage, I don't know what would. I truly don't. These are the first warriors I've ever seen push themselves to a level that they don't know what's beyond the doorway. But they push themselves and they fight. Because these are fighters in all aspects of the word. We have individuals that are doing nothing but showing this sport to be something amazing. Now, with that being said, feel free to ask your questions. They're open. The floor is open.
So we've been doing our 12 weeks camp training to prepare along throughout the whole year, working out, preparing, and learning new set skills throughout the year. So
Just going off of what Claudia just said, this training camp, I think everybody can agree, has been a little bit different from what we've done before. Our coaches have stepped up to plate, where each week has been something different that we've been focused on, that we've been wanting to showcase a lot. We've wanted to all elevate our skills. Not only are we doing technical drills, but we're also doing cardio to making sure that we keep up with any opponent that we see in front of us tomorrow and in the future. So training camp has been especially unique. Not only that, Devon has grown his group for our adaptive club with Coach Alec and Coach Ryan. So it's cool, really, really cool to see in-house different point of views for how we've been training. And not only that, we've from our coaches from Tennessee doing virtual sessions, letting them know, teaching them how to, I'm sure, study their opponent and whatnot. So we've done it as much as we could, almost at an amateur level, to try new things. It's hard when we're stablemates because we're sparring in front of each other. We get to see what we're all learning and trying to show off tomorrow. But at the same time, we also have an advantage where we actually encourage each other and let each other know that didn't look too good or that didn't work out for you. Let's try this. So I think we have, as much as the disadvantages we have a lot of advantages in our training. So it's been a really cool year of seeing how much the coaches have elevated our training this year compared to the previous years before. We'll have another question. So we can have another question, so we know I'll answer.
Any other questions? Another question, feel free.
If somebody was interested in trying out the sport or getting involved, what would you advise them to do?
So could you repeat the question?
If somebody was interested in trying out the sport or getting involved, what would you tell them?
I would tell them, welcome, come to the sport, because we're always open for new people, ready for them to come and learn the sport and to come join us overall, because we're interested in having new fighters and different points of view. So I would just say welcome, and I would talk to them and just tell them what I need to tell them for the sport, so that they're prepared. And then once they come in, they're just prepared, and then they can continue to prepare if they want to fight.
And on that aspect, to add on to what Elijah is saying, also, if you are interested in the sport and you're not in Virginia, we encourage you to find a coach in whatever gym that you are at and let them go to AFL's website under the UABC. We can connect coaches with gyms wherever you're at. So that's our main goal right now. So if, like Elijah was saying, if you're looking for a community for boxing and whatnot, definitely find your group and then find a coach, and then we'll connect them with the committee that we have right now, which has different coaches. And we have the coaches from Tennessee, from Utah, and from Maryland, and from Virginia. So don't be afraid to send us an email or go to that website that I shared, and you can just get a good Zoom call with the coaches so you can get more information.
Anybody?
I think we got everybody now. You can go ahead and start.
Oh, all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got strike boxing in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the thump yard in the building. Now, you're about to see two warriors come to the ring. Wheel deal. Suevecito. We're about to see a rematch. Now, Suevecito, anywhere? Would you join me, good sir?
Hey, see, I'm finna go beast mode, and the rest of them know how I'm rocking, they know how I pop it, they say I'm a cheat code. The king of the monster, the biggest, they know they in trouble when I get in feast mode. Really been on this world for some years, everybody can't take what I give them.
Yep.
Everybody looks so nice. I can't remember my gym clothes.
I believe Will Deal is in the house with us. Will Deal, will you make your way to the table? Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a historical bout in the making. It's about to happen. Friday, 7:30, doors open. 8 o'clock, fight starts. Now, how do you feel about stepping into the ring a second time with an opponent that you once fought? Do you feel nervous or do you feel it's going to be easy?
I know Orlando has been preparing, so I won't say it's going to be easy. But I'm going in with a different game plan as from the first fight. So looking forward to it and feeling confident.
Do you feel confident to the point that you think it's going to be a landslide?
It could very well be. It will be a different fight from last fight, for sure, 100%.
Orlando, you've got an opponent that seems like he's a little upset at how the judges decided last time. How do you feel that he's going to be coming at you? Or do you feel any type of way?
Well, I agree there's going to be a different fight. Like we were learning last year. We put our stuff in perspective. He has a different game plan. I got a different game plan. We both have grown, but let's see who has the bigger cojones.
Yeah. Do you think that your preparation will trump your opponent going into this fight?
Preparation and experience, for sure. Yeah, I just couldn't do what I wanted to do in the last fight, so I made sure I made the adjustments necessary to make it a whole different fight. So whatever he thought he could do from last fight to this is going to be different, for sure.
Orlando, have you been preparing for any surprises in this fight? Because seeing that it's the second go around, it's possible that you'll see things that you didn't see at all in the first fight, or even possibly didn't see and think were possible.
Well, I'm sure he's getting ready, and I'm sure he made his studies and got it ongoing because he comes from a group where he mentors young men to become grown-ass men in the community. And, I got mad respect for him for that. The same way I work with my veterans and teach my veterans that we were warriors. We fall once, we get up together. You know what I mean? And we're both fighting for that kind of categories. He's fighting for his youth in his community. I'm fighting for my veterans. So I was trained to fight. I was trained for war by the best army in the world. Not only physically, not only in arms, but mentally. So I think that will help me get the advantage on it. But I'm not sleeping on the stuff that he's doing over there because these people are helping us, just like my Utah people here, my strike boxer coaches. That I want to thank them because you guys are pioneers as well, because we didn't know what this was happening. One day we were just cardio boxing and we got a call from Coach Devon, and all of a sudden they transformed the gym for me. Like I would go into the gym, they had everything set up, they saw my car coming, they were grabbing my wheelchair, tying my wheelchair with any rope they have possible so we can get ready over there. So I think he's putting his work, I'm putting my work, and September 12th will be just history. And I'm just proud to make history for my island, Puerto Rico, for my soldiers, and for this beautiful country of the United States. I want to be the best in America. I want to be the U.S. champion.
Now, seeing that your opponent seems that he is locked in on walking out with that championship. How does that make you feel?
So, thank you for your service, and thank you for your preparation, and thank you for Strike Boxing for participating in all of this. One thing he said that he's been training out there. I was born for this. There's a difference. I was born. This is a baby, so it's a big difference in experience. I just have to have. I just have had to learn how to adapt doing this in a wheelchair, which has been the biggest challenge. And I'm up for it. That's why I'm here today to put on a showcase tomorrow and just test myself, because it's more about testing myself too, and doing it for my community, like you said. But I'm ready and willing to put it all on the line and give a good performance.
You heard it, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to see warriors step in the war. I'm not talking about just this fight. I'm talking about all these warriors behind me. You're going to see a historical event. Every fight is going to be set in the rafters as history. You guys got to be prepared and understand that, hey, adaptive sports is coming. They coming. Now, with that being said, these two athletes have stepped in to this square circle before. Now, this being your second time, will you guys be able to genuinely be happy for the winner?
Of course, we're making history, and no matter the result, we'll be in the history books. The matter is, usually the champion gets remembered, and that's what we're both looking for. We want to put our like my song is immortal, so I want to be immortal. I want my kids to and my grandkids to go and remember who I am, not be forgotten 5-6 years later. I want my actions to show that I am worthy, and people in wheelchairs, we are able to do whatever we want. We're able to fight just like anybody can. And tomorrow, we're gonna make it happen.
I'll definitely be happy regardless of the outcome. At the end of the day, it's about giving my all, and we're pioneering a sport that isn't recognized yet on an international level, at the Paralympic level, and that's, at the end of the day, I think that's all of our goals here. I mean, obviously, I want to be champion, and take that belt home back to my son. But at the end of the day, I think there's a bigger picture at play here, and thank you for Devon for seeing that vision, and for including us in the vision, and making this new sport possible to be recognized internationally on the Paralympic level.
Ladies and gentlemen, these 8 pioneers, let's have it here for them. Doors open at 7:30 Friday. Fight starts at 8. History, ladies and gentlemen. Be there. Don't be sorry that you weren't. Just be in the house to see history. Let's get it. Streaming on YouTube, on the DPI website, on the Adaptive Fitness Legion YouTube channel. Partner. If you're not there, stream. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be history. Let's witness it. Come on now. Let's have it again for these pioneers.
you mentioned that you had to make adjustments and adapt, and I think that since it is an adaptive boxing card, if you can explain exactly what you mean by that for those coaches in house and folks watching that don't understand what you might be talking about in terms of adapting.
Okay, so I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure I'm the most, like, I have the highest injury out of everyone here. So I'm paralyzed from my chest, nipple line down. So I have absolutely no core. So, some things I want to do, I see it, but I can't execute. That's so in the last fight, I didn't have the right belt. And I ended up changing things the day, like game day. You never do that, but let me try this. Didn't train like that at all the whole time. But so I had lowered my back rest, thinking I could get more play going back. But then the belt I had was too small, and it didn't really give me core. It didn't really cover, to give me it didn't give me any kind of core stability. So that was the biggest thing. So the fight. And I know you made some adjustments with the platform too. There were some times where it was getting out of whack. And then, so the last fight, I remember being a lot on defense because trying to make a miss and then trying to make a miss and punch back while I'm trying to catch my balance. It was a challenge, but even still, we still didn't really do much. I don't know, even still, I'm falling. I had my ground. There was one time the ref didn't see the glove on the ground. Fell over, gloves on the ground. Got me with a good one.
It was a double.
Yeah, a double. All right, gotcha. I know he was trying to push me over and then run me into his right hand. That worked probably like once. It was a good one. So, but I made adjustments. So making sure I'm going in a little bit more strapped in, making sure I have core stability so I could, do what I got to do the damage I need to do.
Who else on the card here feels like they have to work with adaptations to make sure that they're comfortable in doing their work?
Yeah, we had to try. We tried a few different belts for me that weren't really working for my core stability either before we figured out the seat belt on my chair was best because it came down lower. But also movement makes my legs move out a lot. It changes. My foot will fall off the foot plate, a lot of things. So we played around with a lot to figure out how to strap in my feet so they don't move and how to keep my legs centered with another belt. So again, it was trial and error, but what works for one person is also going to work for another. So we each have our own little adaptations that we have to do to make sure that we're locked in, stable, and ready to go.
I did feel like I had to adapt somewhat because I have a bit of the same issue as Lethal had said with my feet or with just movement in general. So we had to figure out how to strap in my feet so that they don't move, strap in my core. Because not only my feet move, but then like on the right side of my core, I don't really have as much balance. So we had to strap that in to make sure it was good. And after that, everything got better. So I thank everybody who helped me to fix that.
I just have one more question, and I'll let it. Anybody else that wants to ask. So there's always a conversation that I feel like comes up, being locked in or locked down versus being mobile in the ring. You all just addressed, in my opinion, the reason why you would want to be locked in. Jonathan, you saying, you being unstable from nipple line down. Shelby, what you were talking about. A lot of mobile fighters, they do have full trunk. They're able to move around the ring and move the chair at the same time. Whoever wants to answer, what's your thoughts on the lockdown versus being mobile in the ring? Yes, being mobile in the ring, it's like using your feet, which boxing is a big part of footwork, or footwork's a big part of boxing, but infighting is also a big part of boxing. So I guess whoever wants to answer, what are your thoughts on
that? So I'm new to this. And I think I was actually concerned at first, like when I started and joined the club, I didn't understand how we were expected to move. To me, it's not as logical because, first of all, wheeling with the gloves on, it can be tricky. Your hands are these big mitts, so now you're trying to move your wheels, but also watch for, gloves coming at you at the same time. So as soon as I was told and shown how we're locked in, I was like, that's perfect. That makes sense to me. So at least that's my opinion.
I think what I'll add, Joanna and I have been on this journey together, and it's been really cool to have another woman by my side, kind of experimenting along the way. Her and I had worked on what that might look like moving around, and I think our conclusions and our club's conclusions is that, like, we really feel we're able to be much more technical, really locked into the sport of boxing more when we eliminate the movement.
A lot of people have asked me if it's safer to move around or be locked in. But when I watch the people that fight moving around, you're taught in boxing to protect yourself at all times. And there's no way I'm going to be trying to move my wheel and just let somebody just, without me being able to protect, in order to prioritize movement. I think that eventually with this lockdown system, we can come up probably with wheelchair companies that will help us develop certain solution for that movement in the back, which is super easy for a wheelchair company or somebody to come and help us with that. But like he knows, my pulls are really good, so I just saw a lot of air sometimes, going up in the fight. So we're still moving. But I think it's more exciting in the way that we are fighting. It brings more excitement, and if we want to get this as a Paralympic Games, that's what we need: excitement. We want people to actually sit there and watch, not just support. Because support, you support anybody in whatever endeavor they want to do. But do you really want to sit down and watch? And that's what we want, people to really sit down and watch.
So it's funny you say that, because every mobile wheelchair match that I've watched, there's a lot of movement. There's
no
only
contact.
jabs. There's only right crosses. There's no contact. Maybe 4 punches in a free round.
Yeah.
With you guys being locked in, you're able to strategize. You're able to go to the body. You're able to mix it up. You're able to set up other shots. And you can see the movement back and forth that you're doing. So I was just curious with you guys, what you thought. So it's good to hear.
So with the pressure of this being the first championship match, who else gonna get sleep tonight?
All right. So who's getting sleep?
Yeah, who's getting sleep? Not good.
Last night.
Yeah.
Anybody nervous? No?
Who's nervous?
I like it.
You're ready for this.
I like it.
Well, if there's no other questions, why don't we have everybody come out? We'll do face-offs.
Yes.
And move on to the interviews with coaches.
Yes, let's do the legendary face off.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team here. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team. Yeah, I had to keep it real from the jump. Living never moved on, so we don't give every month. I was trying to get it on my own. Started for the bottom, now we're on team. Yeah, started for the bottom, now we're here. Started for the bottom, now we're on team. Yeah, started for the bottom, now we're here. Started for the bottom, now we're on team. Yeah, started for the bottom, now we're here. Started for the bottom, now we're on team.
Let's get a Freight Train and Elijah King Kong.
King Kong! Freight Train!
I'ma worry about me, about you. This is a reminder to myself. I wear every single chain, even when I'm in the house. Cause we started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team. Yeah, started from the bottom, now we're here.
Get closer. Historical, people. Historical.
We don't feel that. The fake friend, where real friends at. We don't like to do too much explaining. Stories stay the same, I never changed it. No.
Yeah. All right, great. Hey, forward.
Started for the bottom, now we're here. Started for the bottom, now my whole team. Yeah, started for the bottom, now we're here. Started for the bottom, now the whole team. Yeah, started for the
History in the making.
Started from the bottom,
History.
now my whole team.
Very nice. Thanks for holding my belt.
Damn, I'm glad I'm not the opponent. That's all I can say.
Shelby Lethal Lemon, Joanna Real Deal.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just saw your serious face. Face forward.
Yeah, get your popcorn ready.
Nice. Face forward. Yeah. Sure. Tell the truth. Call you a little Tyson.
All right, Tyson, the truth. It's gonna be a rematch.
Tell the truth.
Truth.
Face off.
History. History, people.
Face forward. Nice. What's up, man? Orlando Wheel Deal. Jonathan Suevecito.
Suevecito! Real deal.
I got you. I'll send it right to you. Okay. Yeah.
Face off. Face forward.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle, pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why.
Give it up.
Hustle, pay the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why. All my life, been grinding all my life. Look, I'm married to this guy. That's who I made my wife. Said I died alone and told that bitch she probably right. One thing that's for sure, I'm straight into this life. I say this for the breakfast and the shoulder for the strike. Don't know a nigga like myself. I say self-made, meaning I design myself. Got me jail fade, you can put my file yourself.
Can I talk to Coach Minnie and Coach Steve by any chance?
I'm riding like the life I built. The left side of 60, shit, I'm on how to kill. Standing so tall, I think I might got a stick. Legendary blower like Mike Ray Willis. 96 umbrellas, blood like Paul Willis. Against the walls, smoking that fox head.
Now, coaches, we're on the verge of an historical event. I mean, I've done my research. I know you guys are no strangers to making history, but are you guys prepared for your fighters to step into the ring as of right now?
Oh yeah. Okay, we came here for a fight and to win.
I have 100% confidence the Truth is going to walk away with the first belt, and not only taking home the first belt, but also showing that the fact is that there's absolute tactics can be utilized and to win the bout, and to show the skill of adaptive boxing. And I have full faith in the Truth.
How do you guys feel the work ethic is in the stable before you implemented your expertise into the fighters?
Oh, it was an honor to jump in and help out. I mean, to be a part of this, to be a part of this gym, everything Devon's built here. All the building blocks are just the foundation is just gold. Is just the weight of it it's just to refine. Really, anything that we came in and we helped with was just refinement and just building and complementing what's already been done here. It's been a true honor, really.
What is the difference, if there is any, between working with an athlete in the adaptive sector and working with athletes in, fully functional sector? Is there any difference?
The number one difference that I found is fully capable compared to adaptive boxers. Adaptive boxers are a lot more willing to listen and then actually follow through. Most able-bodied boxers that I've dealt with, you have to kind of get in the ring and beat them up a little bit to get it through their head that, hey, I'm a coach for a reason. I study this when you're sleeping. So where the adaptive boxers, they just listen, absolutely are eager to do it, eager to jump on it, and eager to just show the world that just because they need some, have some challenges or need some adaptations, they're just as capable as anybody else.
So has the training with your fighters, has it been like just smooth sailing? Because I take it from what you just said about how they're easy to teach. They're more willing to step into the student role.
I think that adaptive athletes have the advantage over fully able-bodied boxers. I feel they have the advantage because every day they wake up in the morning and are fighters. And as a fighter, you've got discipline, you've got resiliency, you've got character, you've got heart. So to have all of that when you enter the ring and you walk in the gym, boxers, you don't want to walk in the gym sometimes. You don't want to do it, but you do it, right? And every adaptive athlete, every single day gets up and does it. So we build on that, and that's the foundation. It really, as a coach, it's an honor to encourage that, empower the athlete, and then teach them the technical skill of boxing.
Is there any difference between the fighters that you've seen in Nashville and the fighters that you see up north, up here?
Well, in Nashville, I would say heart-wise, character-wise, skill set-wise, really no.
Yeah,
We have been wanting to grow our adaptive program in Nashville, and we've been fortunate to work with a lot of amputees. And shout out to Nubs, who's watching right now. Next time you're going to be here, and I know you're going to be competing. And so when you deal with adaptive athletes who have, so he's an amputee, for example, he has to make the choice of how to compete. So he's training seated right now because this is the platform that we have built and that has been built for these athletes. Other than that, the opportunity to compete's not there.
Right.
So we just want to make sure that we prepare all athletes to be able to compete and grow this sport to a Paralympic sport.
Is this stable that you're working with the stable that is needed to move this into being a Paralympic sport?
Absolutely. Coach Devon, all the other coaches here, coaches from Utah. I know Coach Minnie and myself in Nashville and are supported with Dr. Christie. All the amazing fighters here, all the amazing fighters there. I think this is absolutely the stable that needs to have to grow this not only nationally but internationally and into the Paralympics. I think this is the greatest foundation to have the best chance and to actually make that happen.
Absolutely. And to add to that, the number one priority always is the safety of the fighter. And that's what is put first, foremost, every single second.
You're right. You're right.
Coach Preston next. Coach Preston.
Hey, Coach. Hey, Coach.
Yeah, how you doing? I'm Ramsey. Ramsey, nice to meet you.
Coach Preston, you're stepping into working with these athletes. Do you see a different level of grit in any of the athletes that you've worked with?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Orlando's just, he's an all-around athlete. I mean, he's competed in so many things. And I remember when he, kind of first came to the gym, we made some minor adjustments. But he just continues to surprise me. Background for me real quick, medically speaking, I'm a registered nurse. So I dealt with people with different levels of injury from my first job in a home health setting. And I think the thing that is really impressive about all of these athletes is mindset. You're not being limited, only limited by the limitations that you put on yourself. And I can only speak with, working with Orlando, but he's definitely, and I see it in all your other athletes, the type of mindset that it takes to see a barrier and then push past it and draw a new line further down the road. And that's, what I think your coach here has done for all of these athletes and that they've done for themselves is, basically watch me. I can't do something, watch me. And I think that's a beautiful thing. It's inspiring. I've told some stories about Orlando when he's not there and use him as an example when he is there. And, his determination and all the determination of the athletes, kind of some echoing of the sentiment that the coaches just gave about, having different challenges every day. That this is just an expansion of that. And so it's really amazing to see all these athletes draw a new line for themselves and a new line for the sport. I think it's great.
Working with Orlando, do you feel that it was only a matter of time that he was going to be fighting for a championship?
I got to give him credit. It's his idea. It was his idea. So when he came to the gym, I mean, he did all the research, found you guys or however you guys connected, and he said, "Coach, I think I want to fight." And then we adapted along with him. And we have a fight team there, and he's got a big family of people that love and support him. And we have hard sparring nights, and we strap a bench to Orlando's seat, and we all get down there and we get after it. And my hat's off, respect to him when we're sitting there. It takes my background in fighting has always been kind of mobile and quick on my feet, And so it's a whole different style of fighting, you know, getting comfortable to be able to use that waist up energy and generate all that stuff. It's just so much skill goes into it. And his work ethic is second to none. His determination to be better. And I'm impressed with it. I know all of the athletes.
So with adaptive athletes, you feel that the work ethic is just at a different level.
I think so. I think just because what has to be overcame just to be there. You know, to have somebody tell you that you can do something, or to be the first people doing something. You guys are doing something great, and I'm honored that our gym can be a tiny part of it, representing Utah out where we're at. I hope that there's more athletes to see Orlando and all these fighters and say, hey man, that's something I want to do. So we're happy to be a part of it. We're humbled to be a part of it, and I know we're going to put on a good show tomorrow. So.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you. Nice to meet you. Randy.
I appreciate it.
Coach Alec. Yes, Coach. Yeah, Coach.
Coach, this is going to be the first event that you've seen this stable step into as far as indoor venues. Do you feel that with their change in venue, there is going to be any other hurdles that they may need to tower?
Honestly, I hope that the only thing that they have to overcome is going to be drowning out all the cheering that's going to be echoing all around that room. I hope that's that and the bright lights, maybe that.
Do you feel that all the fighters have already overcame being nervous?
That's what they told me. So I think so. I hope so. I'd be nervous. But even if they are nervous, I do know that they've been training so impressively hard over the last few months at minimum, if not longer than that, that those nerves are going to go right out the window.
Are they prepared?
Prepared. We're going to see a lot of good skill. We're going to see a lot of good technique, endurance, you name it. They're ready for it, all of them.
So Friday, when doors open at 7:30, before the fight starts at 8, we're going to be seeing athletes walk in there that are going to be leaving everybody shocked for the ability that they are able to show. Is that what you're saying to me?
Without a doubt. Yeah, not only shocked, but I think that's going to get the conversation going for competition next year. International, when you start thinking about how big this can grow, I think tomorrow really sets the stage for why everybody else should get involved with it too.
I like it. You heard it here, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow is what speaks. And tomorrow, 7:30, doors open. 8 o'clock, fight start. Coach Alec and Coach Devon have prepared these fighters to be ready to showcase something that we have never seen. Strike boxing, the thump yard. Everybody is here thanks to the United Adaptive Boxing Council. It's here, ladies and gentlemen. We're here. The adaptive boxing sector is here, and we're ready to make history. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for participating.